filing out of the locker room and heading back to the playing surface at Texas Stadium. That Summerall with Tom Brookshire as Alan Page, the veteran, makes that long walk down the tunnel. The score is Dallas 10 rather. The Chicago Bears 7, as the Bears took the opening kickoff and put together a very impressive march. Got the touchdown from Vince Evans on a quarterback draw. The extra point by Bob Thomas made Chicago lead 7-0. The Cowboys took the next kickoff and marched all the way down the field, capped off by a touchdown pass from Roger Staubach to Tony Hill. Rafael Septien got the extra point, made it 7-all. Then after a Peyton fumble, Septien hit from 46 yards out to make it 10-7. That's the way it is. That's Summerall here with Tom Brookshire. What about statistically in the first half? What do you have?
Well, Staubach was 7 of 11 for, of course, the touchdown pass of 44 yards, 94 yards in total, and a touchdown pass. And the running of course, Walter Payton, he had 77 yards on 13 carries. And the 2 fumbles, I guess, by Dorsett kept the Cowboys from maybe putting the game, out of hand, don't you think?
Well, let's get to the action and see. It's 10-7 Dallas, as Bob Thomas is just about ready to kick it off to start the second half. Steve Wilson and Ron Springs back deep. And Wilson strides up to about the 17 to pick it off. Comes outside the 20, and Wilson comes wide to the right side with some room. Steve Wilson to the 35, cuts back inside. He should get at least close, and he goes all the way, but there are flags down back at the Cowboy 35-yard line.
This is going to be the new rule, the clipping. You have to make all blocks above the waist on the kicking game, on punts or kickoffs. And if somebody slipped down and blocked on the trousers of the Bears, that's what it was. They're going to call it back. What a great run.
A super effort by the rookie Steve Wilson. Here it is, and let's see if we can pick up the clip.
Tommy Wilson's son. The genetics are good in this family. Watch number 81 weave. You see these clips, point them out to us. Well, there's a lot of fur flying and some leather banging. There's a good block. There was no clip.
No.
We have a personal foul.
Let's see who it was against.
Number 52 on the run back. First down.
52 is Robert Shaw, the Cowboys' first-round draft choice, but honestly, I did not see it. Great run by Wilson.
The officials have been watching that rule because there are a lot of knees that have been torn up on the kickoff and punt returns.
Dallas first down at their own 15. First play from scrimmage in the second half. Cowboys lead 10-7. Staubach comes right out firing over the head of Drew Pearson and out of bounds. Jerry Muckenstern made him throw it high with a good drop.
Boy, Hampton, the young rookie defense, there's Wilson. He's a little bit winded, but I have a feeling with his enthusiasm, he could tee it up and go again, huh? Oh, he's young. He'll bounce back and run another one back before it's over with, right?
Roger Staubach, here are the stats on him. He just missed his 12th attempt. Was shaken up late in the first half after he scrambled for a first down, but seems to be okay now.
Terry Bradshaw has a bruised leg. Bob Greasy went down. Anderson got a bad back with Cincinnati. Woo!
Dorsett on the first down draw play. Second down draw play make it. Gets a first down. Stopped by Lenny Walters, shied, but Dorsett got enough yards to make him move the sticks.
Let's see if the trap block, this time they don't trap. Fitzgerald goes through in the linebacker. Good block by Scott. You can see that the good running, of course, always the forward lean of number 33. He explodes on you. That time he covered the ball up with both arms, both hands.
Somebody perhaps spoke with him at halftime about protecting the apple. 14 minutes left in the third quarter. First down, Dallas at their own 28. They lead by 3 as Drew Pearson trots in motion and Staubach fakes. Pearson cuts across. It's intended for Billy Joe DuPree, and he is whacked hard by Gary Campbell.
That time, Alan Page was blocked so well on the line of scrimmage, he almost intercepted that little drop-off pattern to the tight end. They straighten Page up right on the line of scrimmage, which is a good place to go out and get him before he gets a chance to finesse you.
Let's see.
Take a look now. Watch Scott. Okay, it's Fitzgerald working on Page. He backs him up. Because he never got any penetration. Well, it was over his head quite a ways at that.
Good illustration there by Fitzgerald of the new rules, too, and what you can do. Boy, is Dorsett hit. Really cracked like Gary Campbell. You can open your hands, you can extend your arms, and you still won't get called for holding this year.
You're almost punching, huh? It's a punch, sort of.
You're almost grabbing, except you don't, or you're not supposed to.
But you can extend them. Once you get them in this position, you can extend. And, well, that Campbell, former running back at Colorado, has made a darn good tackling linebacker.
3rd 11 for Dallas. And the shotgun is out for the second time. For the first time in the second half, Ron springs in the backfield. Here comes Preston Pearson in motion. The inside screen is intended for Jay Saldi. Pearson is claiming that somebody tackled Saldi before the ball got there, but the Bears had it diagnosed.
Walter Scheid was inside of the Dallas uniform early.
Danny White enters. Dallas unable to move the ball on its first possession outside of that one first down run by Dorsett. Steve Schubert goes back deep for the Bears. Danny White, the Dallas punter.
Actually kicking the ball as well with the cast and the wrap on his broken finger as when he didn't have it.
Averaging 43 yards today. Good snap. Ooh, fine kick. A boomer. All the way back to the 20. Schubert almost lost it, and the first man down again was Benny Barnes. He almost stripped Schubert. Thomas Henderson down there to help Barnes.
Did you see Tom Henderson, though, not roll across the young ball player that was on the ground that time? Henderson could have sort of raked him with his knees, and he didn't do it, and he could have caused injury, and we should give him credit when he does those things.
Tom Landry, I'm sure, will as he looks on. 10-7. Dallas still leads Chicago. Reserve quarterback Danny White.
When he's going to get bored and want to play full-time somewhere.
He has handled it amazingly well, hasn't he? Not playing, just punting. Buffalo 19, San Diego 13. Another upset in the making.
Joe Ferguson with an 84-yard touchdown pass.
First down, Chicago. Handoff is to Williams, who barrels straight ahead and is buried backwards by Harvey Martin's charge with help from Randy White.
Dallas begin to take control of the line of scrimmage a little bit. Henderson makes a good play here, number 56. From the flex. Look at Randy White's working on Noah Jackson, straightens it all up. Harvey's on the back, Henderson's in on it. That looks like the Dallas defense right there.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Bears. Then 7, still the quarterback to pitch back to Peyton. Walter's got some room. Peyton nearly to the 40, out of bounds at the Bear 39. Knocked out by Cliff Harris.
And barely knocked out. Harris just had to throw himself. The left side, he's not supposed to run as well to the left. That's what everybody said. Good block by the fullback on the outside. Harvey Martin just can't get to a 34. Now watch how Cliff Harris crawls across, gets some of the trousers. Then Brunig makes sure.
First down, Chicago. Los Angeles and San Francisco, the 49ers had led at one time 10-0. It's now the Rams 14, the 49ers 10. It'll be 2nd and 7 here for, I beg your pardon, 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. Evans fakes this time to Peyton and throws down the middle, picked off by Benny Barnes, who sheds one tackler, sheds another. Barnes sheds another and is now down in the grass of number 69, Noah Jackson. Reeve Sorey with the Bear hug, too.
Yeah. And Cowboys come over to make sure that Barnes gets out of the Bear bench. Again, young Vince Evans on a drop-back pass, fakes the inside play. And the 4th interception for Dallas this year.
Rafael Septien with Whistling Ray holding a bear. Septien kicking a bear.
Inside fake to Walter Payton. Not a very good fake. In fact, it's not a very good play, probably. Good pressure by White. Overthrown. Benny Barnes. He's always around there where that ball is, isn't he? He doesn't alibi.
Through the hands of Cliff Harris. Here's Randy White's rush. They're double teaming him. First down, Dallas. up right at the 50-yard line. Pearson comes in motion, cracks inside on Hampton, but Hampton beats it and makes the tackle.
Drew Pearson was trying to come down on Hampton and crack back on him, but big rookie is really agile in there. He went for the ball too fast, too quickly.
2nd and 10. Word on Bradshaw, by the way, is there's Ernie Stotner talking to Thomas Henderson. Ernie, one of the great defensive players to ever play the game. Word on Bradshaw is that he had a bruised knee. He could probably still play if need be. That sounds like the last score we had. Need be is there, because they were losing to St. Louis. Staubach gives to Dorsett, straight ahead. Ball loose again, and Hampton, I think, has recovered his 2nd fumble of Dorsett of the day.
I believe Winford Gaines, number 36, in that nickel defense is the one that makes the tackle. You're behind the Bear defense. There's Alan Page putting the pressure on. Pretty well handled. Here it is. See if that's 36. There's Gaines making his contact. And Walterscheid caused it too. First pass of the day. Look at the fake. Walter sets up, gets a block on D.D. Lewis. This is just throwing cork. Look at this. Barnes did the short flat. There is nobody near Golden Richards.
I mean, nobody else in the picture.
Fisher would have had trouble knocking that one down.
Cliff Harris, the free safety, perhaps you saw come up toward the line of scrimmage. I don't know what influenced him to do that. I don't know whose fault it was on the coverage, but obviously somebody made a very serious mistake. The point is blocked. Thomas tried for the extra point, is batted down.
I believe Thornton, big number 77, got a paw up, shall I say. Right part of the picture.
It is hard to tell who did the blocking. We'll try to find out. But it could be a very important factor. Now the Cowboys need a field goal to tie. Thomas, who just had his extra point attempt blocked to leave it 13-10, now kicks off. This is going to be Ron Springs at the 12. Level open. Broke the tackle. Springs cuts back inside out to the 40. 5th round draft choice. It's tackled by Ricky Watts, and the Cowboys do like Ron Springs, number 20. 60 minutes coming up immediately following the game. It's 13-10, 10:51 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's the replay of that fine return by Ron Springs.
He averaged 30 yards a run back against San Francisco, and this position is so important for a team trying to catch up. Give the quarterback some breathing room.
Confirmation that the extra point was blocked, as you said, Tom, by Bruce Thornton, the rookie from Illinois. Roger Staubach gives to Newhouse, who's taken down quickly by Jim Osborne. They say that Osborne is having the best year he has ever had. He has certainly played very well today.
Buddy Ryan took over that defense, right? He's got him doing all kinds of crazy stunts and blitzes.
Dan Hampton, the young rookie from Arkansas, came and joined the Bear defensive unit. He was playing tackle and end at the time he joined, and they told him, somebody asked how many defenses he would have to learn, and they said 500. Scott Laidlaw in the backfield, along with Preston Pearson. Passing group. Staubach ducks up inside. A couple is going to run. Being chased by Osborne and brought down by Osborne after a gain of 6.
That's an incredible play. Osborne goes 2-5-0. Watch him put the pass rush on first. Pretty well cut off. Rafferty hanging in there, number 64. And now Osborne sets out after a quarterback who's averaged over 5 yards a shot in 11 years in this league and catches him from behind.
Robert Newhouse being looked at and worked on the sideline. Looking around the waist. It'll be 3rd and 4, Dallas. 9:25 left, 3rd quarter. Cowboys drop Staubach. Fitzgerald with a one-handed snap without looking. Perfect. Fires outside. Ron Springs has the first down. Goes into their territory to the 42. and Virgil Livers.
And that's the hands we were told that young Ron Springs has out of Ohio State. The Big Ten rushing leader is a junior, then a bad knee. And, of course, on opening day, Dallas fans saw him throw a left-handed TD pass to Tony Hill. Look at him take this pass. He's got good speed at like 4.45. He's 200 pounds. Watch Roger stand in there. This time he kept his backs in. He kept Preston Pearson in just to pick up a blitzer in case they came with everybody but George Hallis.
First down, Dallas. Ball at the Bear 42. Laidlaw still one of the running backs. Reverse coming to Drew Pearson. One blocker out in front. Drew Pearson got away from a couple of tacklers and a couple more, and another Dallas first down inside the Bear 30. Down to the 27. Virgil Livers had to make the tackle. A good run from Pearson.
And Pearson actually could have thrown this back to Roger on a flea flicker, and I think one of the Bears might have chased him because of it. Watch Alan Page get caught on Brady 2 in between. And Pearson at about 190 pounds is a pretty good rusher. This is his first run of the year for Drew, and a big one. Big first down for Dallas.
Line of scrimmage will be the 26-yard line of Chicago. The Bears lead at 13-10. The Cowboys are closing in on field goal range at least. Dorsett, this time guarding the football. The last time he fumbled, there was a loud chorus of boos as he headed back to the sideline.
Dallas always puts in a couple of new wrinkles or a double reverse, don't they, like that last end around by Pearson? That's the reason you can never fully prepare for a Landry coach team, because the computer, they play computer games. Look at him covered up and head to the pile.
They spend a lot of time scouting themselves so they don't get involved in trims and patterns.
Doesn't that make you paranoid?
Would be.
Afraid.
Doesn't bother Landry. Saw what Dorsett has done so far. Roger Staubach goes back into the shotgun, and again the Bears blitzing. Tony Hill under control, keeps both feet in. That pass is good.
Good block by Dorsett. He moved inside on the shotgun and picked up a charging Bear linebacker and really cut him down. Sometimes when great running backs get into a fumbling jag, their confidence has to be restored. Maybe it's by a good block, or maybe it's by helping the team. And people should remember they also cheer them when they get 1,300 yards.
Word from the Dallas bench is that Robert Newhouse has bruised ribs, but should be able to play if he's needed. Right now, the fullback spot is being handled by Scott Laidlaw, and it's in good hands. There's Laidlaw. Down to about the 12.
Good drive. Good mixing play selection by Ermal Allen upstairs and Tom Landry on the sidelines and the whole staff.
Seattle 10, Oakland 7 now in the third quarter.
11-yard TD pass, Stabler to Rich Martini.
It'll be second and 6.
Way now, Rag.
Chicago Bears lead Dallas 13-10. Evans ran for one touchdown, threw a touchdown pass to Golden Richards for the other. Fake throw. Dallas recaptures the lead, 16-13. Rafael Septien will try to make it 17.
Roger Staubach's 10th completion of the day, and he really made a quick move. Watch the reverse fake. Now the pressure is really on, and watch Roger pull up real fast and cut it loose. Alan Page was right in his face.
Had a lot of zip on that ball to be going backwards like that.
And yet it was still not overthrown to where it couldn't be handled by the tight end. Well, that's a heck of a play.
Reminds me of a pass in the Super Bowl game. Been caught. The story of that game might be different. With all due respect to one of the great players of all time, Jackie Smith, who has since retired. That could have turned that whole game around.
That was really an incredible drive. Here it is again. Billy Joe DuPree's second touchdown catch. One of the most reliable receivers in football history, much less Dallas history. This tight end right here. You get that ball to him. And hello there, touchdown.
Septien will try it from 5 yards further back. And this is a big extra point, Thomas. If they ever get it worked out. Now they go back. in the other direction.
False start. Offense. We'll enforce it on the kickoff.
Good move by Haggerty, who's in charge of the crew. On the next kickoff is when the offensive foul will be assessed. Rules are very hard to explain. I think Wizard White in Washington will probably do a better job on the Supreme Court.
I've got 3 books, but I haven't read them all 3 times yet. And as they move it back.
Offside.
They may be kicking off in the end zone before this is over.
Is this just for a single point, or is this is still the extra point, right?
A very big point, though.
I'd say it is.
16-13 the score now from 5 yards further back in. With Glenn Carano holding, Danny White regularly would be, and after that, Charlie Waters would be. It will be 17 is true.
Now Chicago needs a touchdown. Can't use the field goal to tie.
Dallas Cowboys, 6 minutes, 11 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Lead Chicago by the score of 17-13. It'll be from the regular place, the 35. The Dallas drive, 8 plays, 60 yards. Rafael Septien set to kick. Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire at Texas Stadium, where the Cowboys lead the Bears 17-13. It's Steve Schubert this time returns the kickoff and goes down at the 20, gets back up, and is down finally with authority at about the 22.
Aaron Mitchell came down, the young cornerback, the wild whacker, the draft choice, number 2. What does he like to tackle?
Word is that Terry Bradshaw, who had bruised his knee, has returned to the Pittsburgh game.
All right, Vince Evans is 2 for 9, but the yardage is up, of course, with that Golden Richards isolation job. 61 yards in the TD pass, but 2 for 9. He's got to run Peyton to make it move.
Peyton is deep. Williams in front of him. From the 21 they operate, and Walter Payton will do it. Up outside the 25, Thomas Henderson, Bob Brunig. You need a group to get him down. Harvey Martin helped.
Henderson's playing good football today, isn't he, number 56?
Seems to be.
Everybody gets offended. They think he's controversial, but when you're a 9'5" man at about 212 pounds as a linebacker, you can play, and I think Henderson's always played extremely well.
5-yard pickup by Peyton makes it 2nd and 5. Peyton closing in on that 100-yard figure. 96 he has now. He's played 2 games in the regular season this year. He's gained over 100 in both, and he's gained over 100 in this one now. Is he something else?
Randy Hughes thought he had him right in the hole. Comes over, straightens up his blocker, and starts to make a tackle, and Peyton's gone. Uh-oh, he's holding his back a little bit. He is not a tremendously large or looming figure to be taking this kind of punishment. Neal makes a good block, the offensive center. Now Albrecht gets his man. Randy White strips him across the back. Benny Barnes straightens him up, and that's when he might have hurt his back. It's sort of a takedown.
They have one of the best-looking rookie backs I've ever seen. Peyton 114 yards. And the person of Willie McClendon behind Peyton, but you don't get much of a look at him as Williams struggles off the left side for a couple, and that's all.
Peyton has a sense of humor, though. They said he has a giant schnauzer. I happen to have one, so I know about big dogs like that. And they said he took it into the dressing room one day, and Parsons was going by the kicker, and the dog chased him into the shower. And the dog's name is Sweetness now. They've nicknamed Big Dog Sweetness.
That's a funny sense of humor.
Well, you could...
When you have your dog chasing your teammates.
Spend a lot of... Got a clean team, though. Everybody in the shower room early.
2nd and 8.
It's all a zoo, right?
3:55 left to play in the third quarter. Evans' arm, I believe, had started forward. Yes, they indicate that he was trying to pass. He was really popped by Randy White.
Usually, replays take care of themselves where 54 is concerned. Look for it. Vince Evans didn't have a chance to, staggering.
Did you see the block that Peyton got on D.D. Lewis? I hope we can look at that again. Neil Armstrong looking on. Now watch number 34 in this block. We'll show it to you when we have a chance, perhaps. Here it is. Watch Peyton.
Tailback moves up. Linebacker, good block.
Now we come back live, 3rd and 8. At the 45. Evans again drops a quick drop. Now he's in trouble. He's quick, don't forget. In the direction of Williams and Thomas Henderson. With that great agility, got a hand up and batted it away. Williams was behind him.
Vince Evans looks like that's what he would really like to do, and that's what would make Neil Armstrong even more gray than he is.
That's what makes him different from Phipps and Avellini, that ability to move around back there.
But I think that's what gives a real good, solid defense like the Cowboys trouble. Almost the interception. But you're right, he was open.
Parsons catches every bit of the football on this one, chases Tony Hill back to the 4. And Hill gets out to about the 13-yard line before the Bear coverage is there. There is Vince Evans. Talking to Avellini at the moment about what should have been done. Must be frustrating time for Avellini, who started at the beginning of last year. 2 years ago, he had the team in the playoffs. Mike Phipps, for whom they gave up a #1 draft choice to the Browns, started last week.
Armstrong's got them pretty much together. It's really an all for one or one for all. It's a pirate ship. They're a tough bunch of guys, but they're together.
Look at this score. St. Louis 18, Pittsburgh 7.
24-yard field goal by Mike Wood.
And another field goal kicked by Steve Little earlier. Laidlaw outside the 15 to about the 17. Jerry Muckenstern on the tackle.
Dallas rushing game, though, must operate. They've been keeping the ball for a lot of the time of a game, but you really only dominate and chew that clock up by rushing the football, and they've always been able to do that extremely well.
4-yard pickup by Laidlaw. It'll be 2nd and 6 as Staubach brings them out. All of our problems, or just about all of our problems, with the sun coming through the hole are about over. It's all shadow now as Dorsett is tackled by Alan Page, trying to get outside.
Didn't he? That Page makes the tackle. From the inside, there's nobody, I don't think, it's ever played the game that could be quicker and make a little man's defensive move and still weigh 220 or 225. He is absolutely incredible.
3rd and 3 situation now. As Laidlaw goes out. Preston Pearson comes in. Dorsett goes out. And Ron Springs is in. Set out as the right halfback. Shot. Try to blitz it, but don't. The pass is caught by Springs. Ron Springs, the rookie, with a good hand.
And a perfect pass. And again, it was 3rd and not too long. 3rd and about 4. Not a bad way to pick it up. A safe pattern, about a 10-yard square out to a young back that you're going to see a lot of. Number 20 has good hands, and if he'd have dropped this one, he'd have had to answer for it. That was laid right in there.
Seattle now 13, Oakland 7, 3rd quarter.
Herrera with a 20-yard field goal for Patera.
I guess they can talk to each other. Scott Laidlaw straight ahead. 2 or 3, no more. Middle of the Bear defense took them down. It's 17-13. Cowboys over the Bears. Last time the Bears were here, it was in the playoffs. And Dallas won with ease, 37-7. That day they were able to control Walter Payton. They haven't been able to do that. San Diego now 27-19 over Buffalo.
Doug Plank was saying that day, that 37-7 playoff day, they were really awed coming in here. Everything was blue and white and the big national Cowboys, and they were scared to death. They're not scared to death.
America's team, they call them. Outside for Drew Pearson. Virgil Livers on the coverage. It was high.
Livers is only 5'9 and a half. He rubbed Pearson a little bit, but got away with it. There's a guy from your old school, Hampton, that Razorback, huh?
He is 6'5", about 260. And as Jim Finks, the general manager, says, he's a player.
Jim Palmer scouted him, my old teammate, and he said they didn't have him that high until they started looking at him, and you can't stop him. In training camp, he just kept coming.
He beat out a pretty good defensive player. The first, Tommy Hart, to be playing. Another good day for Roger. He never grows old. Time to throw, time to complete it to Preston Pearson. Dallas first down, Bruce Heron. The tackler, they get so many receivers into a pattern and so many guys who can catch the ball, it's awfully hard to stop them.
But you know, the Bears are a good tackling team. I know this is a completion and to a great player, but it's a pretty good tackle put on Preston Pearson. He got up and sort of went shoot. It was a real good, solid rock. Let's see what the blocking was like up front, because Roger sort of cooled it and waited for his man to make a cut without much problem. Here comes, he's learning a lot the hard way sometimes.
34-year-old Preston Pearson gives the Cowboys a first down. Dorsett 17 for 77. Laidlaw struggles for 2 or 3 right up the middle. Again, it's Alan Page.
Don't you respect Staubach and Landry and all of these people more? There's Walter Payton. Trying to see his stats. 114 yards on 16. Look behind carries for another 34.
3 straight games he's been over 100 yards.
I was just saying, though, it's probably easy to jump up and be in a Super Bowl once, but when you're the champion all the time, you got to produce every week.
The way it is now, your schedule is tougher. Everybody's up, always up for you. Laidlaw near a first down. Into Bear territory to about the 44. Might be about a half-yard shy. Jerry Muckensturm and Lenny Walterscheid made the tackle.
Now Walterscheid stuck the shoulder pad right in Scott's face. Scott was hurt early in the year, too, and the Cowboys were having those injury streaks.
Vince Evans. Mike,
I couldn't tell.
Conversation over
But
on the
if
sideline.
42 came, you had 78. You had to side adjust.
Do we have that picked up, though, on the backside?
No, you have to side adjust that.
Side
Because you
adjust
gave a
both.
right call, because Walt has to go inside and pick up the other backers.
Talking about
Side adjustment was
blocking.
okay.
But how about helping the guy that's playing your position?
I was
That's
thinking
pretty,
about it.
pretty classy move.
Mike Phipps talking with Vince Evans. That's the end of the third quarter with the score of the Dallas Cowboys 17, the Bears 13. We now pause for a word from your local station. One more quarter of football to play at Texas Stadium in Dallas. Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire as you look at Tony Dorsett catching a breath and now donning his hat. 3rd and 1.
Rodgers 12 for 20 for 150 yards in the TD pass. Well, this is a pretty dangerous call. You could do almost anything you want to with an offense. Be careful.
Bears have a bunch up on the line of scrimmage. Only 2 in deep. Laidlaw shuffles around a couple of times. Shuffled to the right place and struggles, I believe, for the first down. That extra little drive he put on it might have gotten it for Dallas. It's going to be close. Muckensturm again on the tackle. It is. Enough.
And this would be a Newhouse type play, but Robert did have to leave with a minor injury a little bit earlier. That 2nd and 3rd pound is about the only thing that got Scott over the mark. Now Roger might air it out a little bit.
I think so. St. Louis 21, Pittsburgh 7.
Another Mike Wood field goal. This one from 27 yards out. Whoops, this team's hot.
Team to keep in mind. Here's Dorsett. He gets away from a couple. Swings around to the left side after starting wide to his right. He's down about the 40. Stopped by Virgil Livers.
Quick move, reversed his field, but did it so quickly. It was they were sealed it off by the Bear defense all the way along the line. He's all the way back to the left side. I would imagine a guy like Payton appreciates seeing the other fellow operate. Huh?
We do. I know that. It's quite a treat to watch these two guys do it.
Rather than try to tackle them.
It'll be 2nd and 6. A lot of running for a 4-yard pickup for Dorsett. Laidlaw lost the pad and just tossed it behind him. And gets the carry. No place to go. Alan Page led the Bear defense.
Wonder if they'd call you for having something wrong with your uniform. What did he throw?
I don't know.
What did he toss out there?
Drew Pearson has just brought it back to him. Whatever it is. Must be vital. because he's leaving.
It's not a purse, is it?
No, it doesn't have a strap on it.
An outside wallet?
So Preston Pearson and Ron Springs now are the two running backs for Dallas. They've done well on third down as Staubach looks quickly, fires quickly for Pearson. Not quite as Livers was right with him. They're not in field goal range, certainly.
Pretty clever play by Livers. As we said, he's only 5'9". He just rubbed enough of Pearson that the faster receiver couldn't get it going.
So enter Danny White as Glenn Carano converses for a moment with Roger Staubach. Danny White is number 11, the Dallas punter. Steve Schubert of the Bears is back at the 10. And look out for what White might do here. Standing back in his own territory by about 4 yards. Pretty good average today, would you say? If they don't rush him correctly, he might take off. Trying to go for the sidelines. Wilson is down there trying to bat it back. And it goes into the end zone.
Is that Billy Barnes down there?
Barnes. We have 12 minutes and 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter with Dallas leading the Bears 17-13. That's some imagination it took to come up with that sign, didn't it? Cowboys bury Chicago. Next week on CBS, the early games: Atlanta, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Washington, St. Louis. Chicago's at Miami, Los Angeles, Tampa Bay, New Orleans against San Francisco. All of those on CBS next week. Vince Evans remains the Bear quarterback. Peyton runs up the middle and picks up 6 or 7. Harvey Martin finally tackled him.
You know, Bud Grant's always been a careful guy about, extolling the virtues of an opposing player or even his own. But after the 182 or 3 or whatever it was last week, he had the darndest things to say about Walter Payton, that just what a great person he is, and that he just ran over his team and ran through his best players. Incredible performance against the Vikes, huh?
He had some great performances in years past against the Vikings last year.
2 big wins for the Bears coming out. Beat Green Bay and Minnesota.
In their own division. Evans drops, throws. High. Very high. Over the head of James Scott. Bob Parsons, the Bear punter, loosening up the hamstrings.
Stalls made a little bit of penetration that time on Vince Evans' pocket there. Actually, that big rush in the third period was pretty decent by Dallas, but it hadn't been there the whole game against this team.
It'll be 3rd and 4. Another passing situation unless he tries a draw to Peyton. I think that might be my play if I recall it.
Yes.
I don't believe he quite got the first down. The Bear punting unit comes on the field. Randy Hughes read it. Neil Armstrong is disappointed.
Yeah, Big Thornton, number 77, sort of reads it, too. For a big kid, he didn't take too much of a inside move. He stayed outside so that he boxed it in. Good defensive play.
Bob Parsons' flag goes down as Wilson is back as the safety man for Dallas this time. Lets it bounce wisely. Short kick came off the side of the foot of Parsons. They may have to do it again.
Might decline it if it's against, wasn't a very good kick by, might be against Dallas holding up the outside receiver.
And it'll be enough for Bear first down. Evans talking to Armstrong with a bandage on his chin. Fleas of Thomas Henderson are going to do no good.
Puts that Dallas defense out there for quite a while.
Offside, defense, first down.
I'd like to congratulate our Davis Cup team and captain Tony Trabert for the Davis Cup victory over Argentina. They're playing again today, but it's academic. Los Angeles down 21, San Francisco 10, third quarter.
Hayden Nelson, the tight end, with a TD pass of 11 yards for Los Angeles.
Peyton made by Brunig and Hughes.
Tom Henderson made a great play at the strong side linebacker. Took the tight end and the fullback. Left part of your screen, just watch closely. Watch 56 make this play. Stops it all, turns it back inside, and that's a 2-yard gain for one of the greatest ball carriers in the game. Good defense.
You know, Brookie, a lot of runners who carry the ball as much as Peyton seem to take a tremendous beating. He doesn't seem to take that much of a beating.
He's really strong as an ox, but he's short. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe he has to be compact.
Evans drops. The blitz looking at him. It's caught. James Scott. Aaron Kyle on the chase, but it's all over. The Bears are back in the lead. Vince Evans with a perfect strike with a blitz on him.
And the safety blitz came right up the middle. He hangs it high, but Scott's one of his favorite receivers. Watch Harris now. Right, Brunig to the left, Harris to the right. The ball is thrown and hung up. Scott, who went 56 against Minnesota, has done it again. Well, that's some throw under duress by Vince Evans.
Looked like Cliff Harris might have gotten a late start on that blitz and just couldn't quite get to Evans because nobody picked him up. Bears back in the lead. 19-17.
Always said, if you guess right against the blitz, and it comes, you got a good chance.
Right tag in this contest. One for the Cowboys, one for the Bears. Chicago leads 19-17. Big extra point again coming up from Bob Thomas with Brian Bashnagel holding. This time, it's good, but hold it. There's a flag down. A lot of penalties on extra points. Holding. Against the Bears. And now it amounts to being a field goal instead of an extra point. Except it only counts one.
Golden Richards all by himself, and now Scott all by himself. The Dallas secondary is having some problems.
They do miss Charlie Waters. Randy Hughes has been playing hurt.
Holding, number 55.
Number 55 for the Chicago Bears, Doug Buffone. There's the Chicago bench, happy at the moment. Bashnagel holding, Thomas will try. And got it. A very vital extra point is good for the Bears, and they now lead 20-17 over the Cowboys with still 10 minutes and 44 seconds left to play in the game.
Boy.
Mid-American Truck Race next week on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Bobtail trucks racing. That's got to be, that's like Dukes of Hazzard.
Mid-American football game here in Dallas. Bears lead at 20-17 is picked up by Ron Springs. Pass at 20 with some room. Cuts back inside and Springs gets outside the 40. Knocked down by number 80 for the Bears, Ricky Watts, rookie. But Springs looks extremely good.
And extremely coachable. How would you like to be a quarterback who has 3 completions like young Vince Evans, and 2 of those are long touchdown passes? He has 3 of 13. But not bad for distance to Scott and to Golden Richards. Rogers 12 for 21 for 150 and 2 TDs himself.
Staubach going for Tony Hill. Well covered by Terry Schmidt. Don't forget the World Series of Golf on CBS the last weekend of this month, September the 29th and September the 30th. $100,000 the first prize. Firestone Country Club in Akron, Ohio. Andy Bean, Hubie Green, Tom Watson, Hale Irwin, Lee Trevino, all competing in the World Series of Golf.
Great ball yard to play it on.
Oh, I'll say, what a track. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Roger threw that one 55 yards in the air. He was a little offline, but that elbow doesn't look like it's bothering him too much.
10:28 left to play in the game. Laidlaw still the fullback. Dorsett goes in motion. Straight drop. Now half of a split out. Throw back across the field and And misses Laidlaw. He had some blockers in front of him, too. He just couldn't pick him out. Couldn't find him in the mass.
Burton Lawless had a little trouble trying to block Alan Page. Looked like that Page might have chased him. He and Osborne so quickly that Roger couldn't set up and throw it back very well. What's this one about?
Flag down on the other side of the field. I don't know what it's about. But if everything is functioning, referee Pat Haggerty will let us know in a minute.
I thought Lawless might have clipped Alan Page as he came off the line of scrimmage, but there was so much action there. We'll see on a replay here in a minute. Osborne was on chasing Roger too, wasn't he?
Osborne has just come out of the game. Looks like something might be bothering his
Illegal
shoulder.
motion. Offense declined. Third down.
It'll be third down. They declined the illegal motion penalty against Dallas.
Dallas had 14 flags in their close win over San Francisco a week ago. 7 on offense with just things such as that.
It'll be third down now after the Bears declined that penalty. Successful 7 out of 10 times on third down. Dallas trails by 3. Protection is good. It goes right through the hands of Tony Hill. And Dallas will have to punt.
Tony doesn't even want to go to the Dallas bench because the ball wasn't thrown too hard either. You know the hands and feet of this young person here. Just
Right
went
there.
on through, yep. He'll go on over and say, boy, I owe you one, Raj.
Winford Gaines was the closest Bear defender, but that pass should have been complete. Danny White averaging 44.5 yards per kick. Steve Schubert standing back at about the Bear 18-yard line. We'll check on how long Danny keeps it up in the air. That ought to be up a long time. Not a very long kick, but it stayed up 4.5 seconds, which is pretty good. We saw how close the coverage team was when the punt was handled by the Bears. Now 10 minutes, 9 seconds left to play. The Bears ahead by 3 points.
Football is really fun in Texas, you know it?
Yes, sure has changed a lot. First down, Dallas. 8.5 minutes left to play. Bears 20, Cowboys 17. They're going to put it up on first down. Pearson had it. You won't see that much. Livers was behind him. Pearson had a first down. The ball was right on the money. And Pearson dropped it.
Like Roger threw a sinker ball a little bit. The ball looked like it had funny action on it. The nose was sort of down. I believe he's wiping that hand off. He might have let it slip a little bit. There are a few guys out there perspiring, as they would like to say, instead of sweating.
Who would like to say?
You know, we're into prime time now. You got to clean up this game.
I always heard that men sweat and women perspire.
I don't have it your way.
8:25 left. Second and 10. Laidlaw has some running room. Near a first down is Scott Laidlaw.
Good block by Cooper, too. Jim Cooper, number 61, really makes a good block. Right part of the screen.
Scott sort of glides along, doesn't he?
Sure does. Never looks like he's running very fast, but he seems to go places.
Vince Evans in conference with his coach, Neil Armstrong. Laidlaw has 9 carries for 45 yards, so something's working. Third and very short, less than 1. You might. Out of bounds at the 40, enough for the first down.
Pretty good defensive play by Livers.
Sure was.
You missed that one, and it's going to look like the 440 relay. The quick spin, again, the short yardage. Everybody's got to pitch it off for Chicago. It's a pretty safe call when you think about it, though, against short yardage defense. It's a pretty good defensive play here.
By Livers, very good. They got the first down, however. Just shy of the 40-yard line. Now 7.5 minutes left to play. Chicago by Schmidt. And now comes the flag. Boy, the Bears are upset about this.
Well, Schmidt looked to me like he reached around and got the ball, but the official was really in pretty good shape to watch this one. Remember, the official dead ahead of Roger right here is the one that makes the call.
Defensive interference, number 44, first down.
Call is on Schmidt. Let's see it. I don't think a defensive cornerback can time him much better. But we're looking at it in slow-mo and not in the blink of an eyelash.
They move the sticks into Bear territory. First down, Dallas at the Chicago 44. Creeping into field goal range, and we creep into the possibility of overtime. Dorsett swings around. Osborne cuts back inside. Dorsett still on his feet. Down to the 20. Tony Dorsett now goes over 100 yards. Virgil Livers finally made the tackle.
Remember, late in games, late in football games, when you have great speed, the other people are beginning to tire just a little bit. When that edge is gone, a great talent like this can motor.
When you have that great cutback instinct as he does, a lot of people start to overrun it too.
Schmidt makes a heck of a play from behind, the young cornerback. And keep Dorsett perhaps going on in.
First down just outside the 20. Dorsett 19 carries for 105 yards. What an exhibition by two splendid running backs. Dorsett almost broke it away. He's knocked back to the 20. Gary Campbell led the Bear defense. He got down to about the 17.
Boy, Roger that time went on a quick count and caught the Bears defensive line moving around a little bit, but the Bears reacted and recovered and played it very well. Dorsett may be making a signal to...
He is winded, and he wants some relief, and here comes Ron Springs.
Boy, he can't wait to get it. Look at number 20 coming on.
He looks like he's running on Springs.
They said he had a bad knee, but Dallas wouldn't let him be cut on. Looks like it's recovered. Miraculous recovery for number 20.
He's alone deep back on second down. They need 7. Staubach starts to come out. Busted play, I think. Had to be.
Might have been the young rookie. Didn't pick up the play. Rogers looking for a second man to come for a dive somewhere.
Gary Campbell, Mike Hartenstein, and Alan Page caused the difficulty. And it's third and about 12 now.
Springs looked at Roger like, I'll help you any way I can, but I can't take the handoff.
Springs and Pearson are now the running backs. Septien begins to feel some weight on his shoulders on the other side, and Dallas.
Roger that time even talked to Preston Pearson, and was giving him advice. There's some confusion.
Dallas has to take this time out to go over and clarify the matter. Staubach over to Landry. Jim Myers with the headset on. Mike Ditka, who's done such a splendid job as a coach after being a great player, is listening into the conference as well. Danny White. Next week, we remind you again, these games on CBS. The Atlanta Falcons at Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Washington at St. Louis, Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles at surprising Tampa Bay, New Orleans, San Francisco, and Philadelphia at the New York Giants. That's where we'll be.
I tell you, the Eagles are playing pretty good football. This whole division is beginning to spruce up. I think about the St. Louis Cardinals.
You better think about them. They're still leading Pittsburgh. The last report we had, 21-14. Roger Staubach over with Landry and Myers. And
how many girls try out for this? Are these the finalists of how many hundreds or thousands?
oh, I think at least 500.
Some draft.
60 minutes immediately following the game, and no matter how long it takes, you will be able to see it in its entirety. Roger Staubach is deep. A big third down coming up. And Staubach looks as Springs across to the other side. defensive play by Walter Scheid, and the tackle took Springs down with authority, and down stayed Walter Scheid. What a clutch play by Lenny.
And he was running from his defensive safety spot. Finsick hasn't had a chance to play with a bad elbow. And a good play. Look at Spring goes right in front. Now he just lobs it over the rushing defensive lineman. Watch number 23. That's past Fitzgerald, the blocker, who couldn't block him, of course, illegally, and had to wait for him to make a move. Perfectly read by the defense. Chicago has really improved their play overall, I think, in darn near every position since... Uh-oh, he's leaving.
That's Walter Scheid, who was shaken up after making that fine tackle on Ron Springs and Rafael Septien. You're looking at Tex Schramm right in the middle, standing up. What a tremendous job he's done for professional football in many, many ways, not only with just this organization. Septien from 42 yards out. If it gets there, it is not good.
Warming up. Watch Septien kicking with Mike Ditka and watching him and Dan Reeves, and he hooked it left quite a few times. And this is the one thing the side saddle kickers really fear, isn't it, Patrick?
Particularly from that hash mark. Rarely do they miss to the right. They almost always pull it to the left. It's sort of like hooking off the tee in golf. And I know that feeling well.
Yes. Do these kickers ever leave it out right?
Soccer-style kickers don't very often.
Did you?
Yes. 4:51 now left to play. Pressure on both units. Walter Payton straight ahead is met in the hole by Bob Brunich. And that's the way a middle linebacker should fill the hole.
Stahls played that well, too, the young fellow from northern Colorado. He's in there at 250. He's finally gotten his weight up, you know. He was 235 last year, and he got married and stayed in the kitchen the whole offseason. He went to 250. Now he can handle some of that action in there.
Second down, 8. 4:15 left to play. Vince Evans has been the Chicago quarterback all day. He gives to Williams. He runs into the grasp of Harvey Martin. So it'll be a Bear third down. And now what do you do?
Big Harvey, number 79. Watch D.D. Lewis, Harvey Martin, and Randy White. Tough place to run. Looks like the Dallas defense begin to buckle down.
Question of have to. 3rd and 6. They want to get Septien another chance. Evans, the quarterback. Pressure on him now. Bears need a first down, and he goes straight back. Might take off, and down he goes. Bruce Thornton, the rookie from Illinois, cuts him down, and the Bears have to punt.
Does this crowd love that play of the rookie? 260-pounder, and this is a great tackle. Vince Evans can really scoot. Why he dropped back passes, I'm not sure. Why he doesn't sprint out is beyond me. But look at this defense. Put the ankles together.
Steve Wilson is deep for Dallas. Bob Parsons will punt for the Bears. Long count. Hoping to get somebody offside. Don't try to rush him. Try to return. And a good kick chases Wilson back inside his own 20 to the 17. Not much room for Wilson. The Bears covered it well. Lee Coons made the tackle.
Penn Stater really got a foot into that. That ball was really nailed. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. It's a lot of time in pro football.